Welcome to episode 2 of Magic and Booze. I am your host, Scott the Magic Dude, here at the liquor store. Lovely Philby Liquor. Tonight we are going to do a deep dive into my Mental Dice Devil's Cups combo. We're also going to do a little bit of trivia about tequila. And I'm going to do a PSA for anybody shopping at liquor stores, convenience stores, grocery stores. We'll get to that later. But first, let's talk about a little, since we didn't do any booze in episode 1 in Magic and Booze, we'll do some booze tonight. One of the most frequent questions I get here at the liquor store is when people are buying tequila, what are the different kinds of tequila? We have the silver or the blanco. We have the reposado, or the slightly darker golden one, and then we have añejo, which is even darker. So, blanco is only aged in oak barrels for up to 60 days. So it doesn't really take on the color of the oak, and it has a more bite to it. It's not as smooth. It has a little more agave forward. Then you have reposado, which means at rest, and it is rested in the oak barrels from anywhere from 60 days up to 2 months to a year. It takes on the color of the oak barrels, and it's a little bit smoother. And then we have añejo, which is aged in the barrels from 1 to 3 years, and is even smoother than the reposado. So, a little bit of tequila trivia tonight. So, but you guys aren't here for that. You're here for the magic. A lot of my effects, and we're going to do deep dives on other effects, but this was the one that you guys voted in the poll as the one that you wanted to see the most. Most of my effects that are combos or something like that have stories based around them. This one really doesn't have a story based around it. This is just, I purchased Verdi's Mental Dice, really liked it. I did the Dream Epic, and I did the Color Match, and I really like those. In fact, I still do some of those. But I'm a huge Gabriel Verlin fan. His Penguin lecture is my favorite lecture of all time. I've got his Green Neck 2 book and several of his shorter books, but I just love his stuff. His No Way card trick almost made me wreck my car when I shouldn't have been watching it, and I was on the way home from work one time. But, so when I purchased his Devil's Cups, I immediately thought, oh wow, this would be great if I could combine this with my Verdi Mental Dice. Because with Devil's Cups, usually you use like a wadded up little a pea or a piece of paper or something like that. And it's really strong, and there's multiple effects that you can do with that. But like I said, I like multi-layered effects. And I spent some time, and I think in the middle of the night I woke up and I figured it out. So this is the way it works for me. And I'm hoping to, I had one customer, I posted this on Facebook, I had one customer come in, a regular, and I did this for her. And I said, can I please video you? And she's like, oh, I would, but I'm not wearing a bra. And like I posted on Facebook, I think that's must be a Chris Congreve effect in there someplace. But then a little bit after that, I had another regular come in, but she didn't feel she was recordable. So she says she's going to come in Wednesday and let me film it. So hopefully I'll get a live video performance of this routine filmed, and I can get it stitched in with this episode of Magic and Booze. So, how does it work? Well, I'm going to kind of slide this over a little bit. So we have, get everything in frame good. The way I present it is, I've got 3 die, each a different color, and 3 cups. Now what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you pick one set it to any number that you want, set it under any cup you want. Now, I've had troubles with this effect before, so I need your help. And I hope I can do a better job than I have in the past giving you instructions. So, if you could help me out with this would be great, because there's 2 moves that I need you to do. One is called a shuffle. So let's say, I'll move them back so you can see them. Slide that back. Okay, so let's say you take the white die and you set it to 5 and you put it under the first cup. And I ask you to shuffle that cup and one other cup. This is a shuffle, okay? A shuffle moves the cup and die both. Now the other move that I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you do a swap. So like if I said to lift and swap the 2 outside cups, you pick them up and you swap them. So you're moving just the cups, but not the die. A shuffle moves the cup and the die. A swap just moves the cups. It makes it more difficult. It makes it harder for me. It just makes it more impossible for me to figure out where you're putting it. So, are you following that okay? You good with that? All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you pick one, set it to any number, put it under a cup. Now you're thinking, well, if you're going to see the other 2, you're going to know what the color is. Hang on. Here is the solution. What I'm going to have you do is after you pick the die, you're going to pick the die, set it to any number, set it under any one of the cups, then you're going to take the other 2, throw it in the styrofoam cup, and we're going to put it off to the side and make sure there's no money in it. And you'll just set the blank envelope on top. That way I have no idea which one is yours, or which die you picked. All right, we good with that? Okay. So go ahead and pick one. You're comfortable with the instructions. Okay, great. I really appreciate you helping me with this. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my back, and you're going to go ahead and pick one and set it to any number and put it under one of the cups. Okay, great. I'll say we'll take the red one, set it to 6, and put it under that one. Then I take the other 2, or they take the other 2, drop them in there, put the bag on top, set it over to the side. I turn around so they can't see it, and I say, okay, do you remember what color, what number, and what cup it's under? And they usually say yes. All right. Okay, now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to give you the instructions, all right? So I turn around. I want you to go ahead and shuffle the 2 empty cups. Okay? They shuffle the 2 empty cups. I said, okay, now I want you to swap the 2 outside cups. They swap the 2 outside cups. So you good? Then I turn back around and I say, okay, tell you what, let's make it even harder. I'm going to turn around. We're done swapping, but go ahead and shuffle those cups as much as you want, okay? Great. Turn around. They shuffle the cups as much as they want. And when they say they're happy, I turn back around. Now in school, if you remember, light is color is a light wavelength. Is a wavelength of light. The darker the color, the lower the frequency and the longer the wave is. Brighter colors are shorter wavelengths and higher frequencies. Now metal is a fantastic conductor of waves. And if you're sensitive enough, which I am, you can just put your hands over it, and I can feel which cup is resonating. I'm feeling resonance under this cup, and I think it feels like it's a brighter color, because it feels like it's a pretty high frequency. So what we're going to do, I'm pretty sure it's red and it's this cup. Now, that doesn't tell me, the wavelengths are great, but that doesn't tell me what the number is. So what I want you to do is I'm going to look me in the eye, and I'm going to see if I can tell by your reaction what number you picked. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's not 1, 2, or 3. 4, 5, 6. I think I saw your pupil dilate on 6. So I believe that it's this cup, it's red, and it's the number 6. Number 6. Now, what's going to frost your cookies later is you threw those in from the very beginning, right? The white and the blue dye. All right, what's going to frost your cookies later, when you go home, when you think the white dye is 3 and the blue dye is 1. They looked it up, they look inside, and you called not only the one under the cup, but the 2 extra in the cup that was covered. That is my mental dice devil's cup combo routine. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. So that's pretty much it for tonight. I am going to do my PSA. Here we go. Let you see a little bit more of Philby liquor. And I want to demonstrate something for you. See these cooler doors? Notice something about them. They are glass, meaning you can see through them, meaning it isn't necessary to open the door to see what's in the cooler. It's summertime. Don't stand at the cooler door with the door open. Sorry, just a little pet peeve of mine. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Turn you back around. Running a little bit longer, a little less than 15 minutes, but I hope you enjoy this episode. If you got any questions, please like and subscribe and leave any comments, and I'll look at the poll results to see what'll be up next. And again, I'm doing my doggonedest to get a live video performance of this so you guys can see it with real reactions. Have a great evening. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time. Number you want. Wait for. I'll turn around.
Okay.
And then
Set the other 2 in there.
set the other 2 in there, and then make sure there's no money in it. And then just throw the bank bag on top, so
Okay.
we don't know which one that you guys picked.
Cool.
All right.
Gotcha.
So go ahead and pick one.
All right. I change it to a number and put it under the cup.
Yep.
Yep.
Change it to a number, put it under.
Pick any cup.
Any cup you want. And take the other 2. Oh, when you're happy, take. And then take the other 2 and throw them in the other cup and just put the bank bag in. All right. You got that done?
Yep. Yep.
All right. So you know what color you've got. You know what cup it's in, right? And you know what number you sent it to.
Yep.
All right. So what I'm going to have you do is I want you to shuffle the 2 empty cups. Okay, did you get that done?
Yep.
Okay. Now I want you to lift and swap the 2 outside cups. Let me get like that though.
Yep.
Okay. Now I tell you what. Let's make it even harder.
Let's make it work.
Let's make it even harder.
Watch out for the
Go
ball.
ahead and shuffle them. We don't need to do any more swapping,
Right.
but just go ahead and shuffle them up
up.
as much as you want. And then let me know when you're ready.
Let's cool it.
All right, now I don't know if you guys learned this in school, but you know, color is a wave of light. The light waves and different frequencies are different colors.
Yeah.
And darker colors have longer waves that have lower frequencies.
Yeah.
Brighter colors have shorter waves and higher frequencies.
Yeah.
Now, metal is a really good conductor of waves.
Yeah.
And if you're sensitive like I am, sometimes when you put your hands over, you can feel the cup resonating. You can feel the frequency, you can feel it resonating. Now, I'm not feeling really anything under those two. I'm not feeling anything off those. I'm kind of feeling it there. And it feels like it's buzzing pretty good. So I think it's a brighter color. So I think it's red. And I think...
What the fuck?
Hang on. I think it's under that cup. But what I don't know is I can't tell the number doesn't happen from the resonance. So which one of you guys wants to look me in the eye?
I'll go ahead.
You go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to go through the numbers and I'm going to see if I can read your expression, your eye fluctuation. See if I can tell what your number is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. It wasn't 1, 2, or 3. It was 4, 5, or 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay. I think I saw your pupils dilate on 5. So I think I'm pretty confident that it's that cup. It's red, and it's 5.
He sure did.
Hey, yo.
Look at that.
Money hungry
at
shit.
that.
Now, what's
Look at
really gonna frost your guys' cookies later is the white and the blue is in there, right?
Yeah.
And been covered since the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The white die is set to 1, and the blue die is set to 2.
Dog. Yo.
Yeah, let's go, bro. Go, bro. You got it, bro.
Hey,
yo,
good,
you go ahead,
good
bro.
stuff, man.
Yeah, money hungry shit. Y'all
Hey.
good. You got it.
But can you send me that video?
I got you. I got you.
Get his number, man. Get his number.